It's all because it's my guitar.
That's right. It's just like getting in somebody else's car. You just start playing around with the controls, change the air conditioning.
Get your own preset on the seat control.
Exactly. Like every rental car.
Right. Welcome once again with the great Corey Congilio. You've been seeing him a bunch because now it's official. His new course is going to be launching. It's like your own blues world that we're creating for you.
Welcome to my world.
Welcome to your world. So again, this is going to be more of a kind of a broad brushstroke on styles. We're going to go over a little blues, a little Chicago, a little kind of jammy kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But in the course, we do go over specific styles of blues in rhythm and lead. Big course. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. And then it's volume 1.
That's right. 5 styles if you're like late beginner.
What? So stylish.
Oh, man. You know. I can get to watch myself. Yeah. But I mean, a lot of different flavors. And, you know, the language works across all styles, but it's all just little shifts here and there, whether you're playing a Texas thing with more aggressive vibrato, different phrasing, or you're kind of a little more close to home in a Chicago thing, or we ramp it up and we do like some serious Gary Moore type stuff.
Oh, Gary.
We have a lot. It's a lot of cool stuff.
So the idea would be to take Corey and how he's kind of got himself into the blues and all of his influences, and then we're going to slowly bring in different, or quickly, depending on how busy you are. This guy's freaking in demand. How quickly you're available, but we're going to do other volumes. So we'll go in depth. We'll go into arpeggios. We'll go into chromatics, all this other stuff. But for now, we want to get you kind of a really solid foundation and then go out from there.
I mean, if you complete this course, I mean, you don't have to complete it. You can get through half of it. But you'd be so competent at any like kind of jam or any, you know, having some friends over or backing track stuff. It's really sort of setting you up to succeed.
Right. Even my tab guy who does like Tim stuff, he does I think some stuff for RJ, my stuff obviously. He's like, man, this is freaking cool. Like
hey,
he was
I'm glad
pumped.
he thinks so because he's getting the inner workings of it.
Right.
Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're doing E, G, A. Okay. Oh, click the links down below. I'll give you all the info. But anyways. EGA kind of a jam.
Right.
Say we want to. Is there like? I'm gonna admit I'm not super well versed in Chicago style.
Well, that's why I'm here. I mean,
I know. And this what would
guide?
What would Chicago-y kind of aggressive blues be?
I kind of approached it more like you could play that kind of progression.
Yeah.
And I approached it more like the cool thing is you could do sort of a major thing.
Turn this way, sweetheart. There we go.
Thanks. That's almost sort of British sounding, which is they got all their inspiration from Chicago anyway, you know. But I went sort of when you were playing that, and I went to go to that Chicago feel or more of that sort of traditional electric blues. I started thinking a lot of like B.B. King almost.
Right. Well, that's kind of what I was going to say is the thing that I'm familiar with about Chicago blues is B.B. King. You know, obviously Buddy Guy and people like that. But like, he works one spot, just keeps milking that one spot, and he doesn't move around. I mean, he does, but like, so much can be done in just one.
Yeah, we could just take that
area.
pentatonic number 3 right here. And
is that what the BB box is? Okay.
You know, so you have.
Well, let me play a little backing for you. 2, 3.
Now you can kind of do Muddy Waters.
So, is Muddy Waters more the kind of open, stringy?
Well, I just kind of thought that because it kind of made me think of. Let me think of that kind of thing, you know, and also more of like a Howlin' Wolf kind of thing, or Hubert Sumlin. These are all. When I think about those guys, I think of that.
Yeah. Well, and it's interesting because that also, you realize that Jimmy was super influenced by a lot of those guys too.
Absolutely. And you can kind of hear, hear my train coming.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I often think of like, that's how Keith and Mick Ronson and all these guys play blues too, because that's who they were looking up to.
Yeah.
You know, and it just works. It comes right out when they're playing.
Yeah,
you know?
for
So
sure.
so anything I play sounds like an amalgamation of like Chicago, Texas, and some British stuff
Yeah.
included. I couldn't name every British guy, but like it's definitely in there for
Yeah.
sure. But it's a little more close to home. It's a little bit more staying in one pattern.
Well, you know, it's funny you mentioned
Clapton,
position.
obviously. I mean, little known guy.
Position. Some slouch.
Yeah.
Position 3. It's funny. It's never a default position, but it's really cool. And you see like where all those chords tones are
Yeah.
in that. Right.
Because you have A, there's an E,
Yeah.
and then you G
Yeah.
to an A.
Yeah. Or right above that. Yeah.
Because then B works for the E.
Yeah. And then I like all the little subtle
Yeah, so
nuances.
one of the things I talk about in our course is that, technique can't be overlooked.
Yeah.
And I love talking about vibrato, and sometimes I'll do it and get this sort of Clapton thing,
Yeah.
but I really always go back to more of the B.B. King sort of thing. Let me turn that guy off.
Oh, come on, man.
Where I always keep that finger sort of, it's like a fulcrum point that happens here, and it's a pulling down for the most part. Sometimes I'll push up on the second
Sure.
string, but if you want the B.B. King,
Yeah.
you see how my hand is up against, my finger's up against there.
It's almost like a pivot point.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Oh,
Because the string
interesting.
always wants to go back to the way it's tuned. So
Yeah.
when you pull down, it automatically wants to come back up.
Homeostasis.
Exactly. It's physics, there's all kinds of things involved.
Right.
Yeah.
Homeostringus.
What'd you call it?
Yeah, that's right. It's fighting words, boy. If you wanted to interject some Texas flavor into that same progression, what's your...
I stayed away from any kind of, not always, but any kind of major pentatonic, and I went right to the sort of pentatonic.
Okay, wait, hold on.
All that
Just
kind of
blowing
stuff,
by
right?
all that good
well, yeah.
stuff.
So let me digest. So
Let
so
us
what's gonna happen?
digest,
So
I like it.
yeah. So if we're just sticking around like pentatonic box 1 here in E,
Okay.
when you're playing in the key of E and you want to use E minor pentatonic, the first thing you should teach yourself is not only that one there, but the open.
Because it's magic.
There are no wrong notes. Like it's a beautiful thing.
It is.
So you take that vibrato technique, and this is, you really want to try to get it as wide as possible. And then also the blues notes, the flat 5, are right there because you can start to get the.
So do that real slow. That's a great lick.
Of course, yeah. So this lick, and what I'm doing there is I'm playing once, sliding up, and giving it enough gas,
Yeah. Quick slide.
a quick slide, because when you do it slow, it starts to die out. And you really just half step up, but the whole trick is to play it with enough momentum.
Yeah.
And if you do it really fast, you can kind of get it all in one motion.
Doesn't die out with the tonic distortion, does it?
That's a
Freaking
beautiful
XTS.
pedal, man. Yeah, that puts you right in that world.
Yeah. Check out that pedal, by the way. Tonic
yeah, for
distortion is super good. Okay, so that's right down in that position. What
Right.
about some of the killer, like, open Texas-y kind of stuff? I'm going to play the progression.
Right.
And maybe stick around 1 and 2 and give us some of
Absolutely.
that Texas
Yeah.
freaking how. Ready?
Yep.
2, 3, 4. See, you're starting to throw in those chromatic stuff,
Exactly.
which is super cool. All right, so do
that's
tell.
something I learned from Stevie Ray Vaughan years ago,
Okay.
and that's just if you were. If
Is
you
that
were,
the blues note?
Yeah, yeah. So
Check that out. Yeah. Same note as the one you just went
But
over.
we have to use our open string now. So our normal scale, we could have. Sorry.
No, that was right. That note counts too.
Exactly,
Yeah.
that's the beat.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So that's a beautiful idea.
What was some of the two-string magic you had going on there?
As far as
Yeah. Okay, now was that a
So
half
now-
step slide? Or did you do a whole step slide right there? You slid in, you went on the B string. Yeah, okay, right there. Did
that's what I wanted to show you.
Okay, all right.
So what's cool is if you get it, and I just recently started kind of switching over to a thinner pick.
Yeah.
So when I do things,
Yeah. It's easy.
it rakes a little bit
Yeah.
better. 'Cause sometimes the heavier pick, which I was used to using,
Yeah.
will kind of pull the
trunk?
string out. Yeah, it'll pull the string out of tune a little bit too.
Grabs everything on the way down.
Right. It
Yeah.
really does. I get it now. I
Yeah.
just had some tree service, man. It was expensive. Don't bring it up. Bad mojo. So if you're in pattern 2, the money is right here. Lots of us play that, right? But what I like to do is take that open first string. So we have E, B, and G. So you have to really be kind of aggressive about it. If you and then slide, but you have to let this finger off as you do it. So you're
Yeah.
gonna pull up, you're almost gonna rake up, and don't be afraid to really dig in with your pick.
I
as
see
you
you're
slide
doing
down-
some good beating over here too.
Yeah, so you want to really watch your right
Yeah.
hand
Uh-huh.
or left hand, depending on what your hand is. And I always like to keep my palm here on these bottom notes.
Oh right, so you're just
Yeah.
going like this rather than your whole-
Exactly. So let's do something like that.
Yeah, he's where I
Yeah.
first really started noticing that Stevie Ray, that style, and then like Mayer took it to a whole another place too. With
Heavily influenced in that for sure. So that's the other thing too. It's like if you learn the blues, you've also learned John Mayer.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what he's rooted in
Yeah.
too. You know, in a big way.
Yeah, when he's just kind of stepping it up.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him, and you can tell his Clapton influence too.
Oh, gosh.
in
Does it as good as Clapton does.
But the same thing is where they're great pop style songwriters, but very like they use blues in a way where it doesn't sound like typical traditional 1-4-5. It's
Exactly.
like it's exactly the right thing for the song, but it doesn't sound like we're at our Sunday night blues jam again.
Exactly. And that's what I think a lot of people miss about, well, I don't really want to play blues, but if you want to do John Mayer type stuff,
Yeah.
it's valuable.
Yeah, Hendrix, any of that stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, man.
Okay, so again, check the links down below. We're going to give a introductory prize that won't be there forever, so make sure to check that out. But again, multi-volume series coming your way. This is volume 1. Lots of different styles, tons and tons of content. So check the link below. It'll give you a little of that. And then you're also going to get access to Corey's How to Get Blues Tones.
That's right. Yeah.
Which is awesome.
We took a bunch of guitars, amps, pedals, like 9 videos, something like that. Loaded. It's like almost an hour probably.
Yeah, it is.
Tons of stuff. Just for your...
Wait, there's more Sunday only. No, I'm super pumped. I learned a lot. It's really awesome. You guys got to check it out. We're going to be seeing a lot from this maestro over here. Can't wait to have him here more in the future. Make sure to support this guy right here. All the proceeds, or a good lion's share of them, are going to support the Corey Congilio Fund. So you guys are, yeah, that's right. Help him get more pedals on his pedal.
Yeah, right, exactly. And more people to carry it.
Right, exactly. All right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.